We can't just let the thing rest in peace, can we? It's been used and abused so much until it was murdered in 2011 with that prequel, and now Night Dive are digging up its corpse to torment people like me. I won't be going over the difference from the original. If you want an overview, Mandalore made a great video detailing what Night Dive changed, and I'll put a link of that video in the description. So without further ado, let's begin. The PC version has an okay selection of options. I think there could have been more, but it's serviceable. For this playthrough, I left most things vanilla except for playing on very hard, setting the auto aim to low, and turning on old school aiming.
Larson! Larson! Wake up!
So is that actually what Norwegian sounds like, or they just get really bad actors? The game starts off with a US Special Forces unit landing on Outpost 31 from the movie to find out what happened to it.
Oh, Blake, just remember it's 40 below out there. We both know exposure could sneak up on you.
It's cold in the Arctic? No, you don't say. This is JF Blake, the missing action figure from Small Soldiers. I wish I didn't call Eric Bane Brick back in my Dark video, cause goddamn it would work for this guy. We got to get inside quick. Well, eventually. The exposure bar drains pretty slowly and will refill instantly when stepping inside cover. And as far as I can tell, the NPCs are not affected by the cold. Only you. Probably because Blake isn't wearing a fucking hat. When we get inside, we get introduced to the NPCs. The game has a squad system. You have 3 different classes: Useless, Useless, and the Engineer. You need engineers to progress through the game because only they can repair advanced junction boxes. You'll actually suffer game overs if they die during certain levels. The others can die like flies though, there's always another one around the corner. And get ready for junction boxes. Lock door, junction box. Lights, junction box. Save point, junction box.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Me neither, dude. There's a radio call from another team at the Norwegian base who seems in trouble, but no one reacts. Assholes. We find the UFO the Blair thing was making in the movie.
What do you think it is, Captain?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, I sure do love it when my protagonists are retards with the personality of a plank of wood. We aren't even 10 minutes into the game and I already think Blake is infected. We get a key that gets us deeper into the outpost where we find a dead body.
Oh, Christ, what is that?
Chill out. Everybody keep tight till we figure out what's going on.
This is the introduction to the fear system. Your squad members will react to scary environmental elements. The more they are exposed to dead bodies or other horrific scenes, they will start to lose it until they become catatonic. Blake doesn't have to worry about it though, the GM let him take adapted to violence. We leave and make our way to a shack that has Child's body. McCready's is nowhere to be found. Good to know he was infected at the end of the movie. Thanks for ruining the mystery game. Fuck you. Whitley has us rig the outpost to blow, again, with C4. Blake puts his crew on a helicopter and goes off to find Pierce and his team in the Norwegian base. Why not take your team with you? Going alone makes no tactical sense. What's so funny, wise guy? Yeah, fuck you, standing in the cold like a weirdo. Jackass. As we were looking for our boys, we were being stalked by things. And once we find some team members, we get attacked. Yeah, the combat is really easy. It's so easy, I swear the difficulty option does jack fuck. Enemies drop real fast, and both medkits and ammo are really plentiful throughout the game. I never felt like I was ill-prepared for encounters. We find Pierce, who has a flamethrower, and he doesn't trust us. He wants us to grab a blood test to see if we are who we say we are. They ended up changing how the blood test works. Instead of burning blood, these syringes just have a chemical or something that makes the blood free. Holy shit! I just pulled out a pint of blood. Why do you need so much? That'll kill you before the thing does. So our squad members were imposters. Wait, if they were both infected, why didn't they attack earlier? This is the biggest misstep with the game. Blake is immune to the infection because shut up, so the only people that can get infected is your squad. But even if everyone in your squad is infected, unless they transform and attack you, they act exactly like if they weren't infected. They will still follow orders and still help you fight off enemies, They don't change demeanor, they don't try to do anything sneaky to undermine you, nothing. The threat and fear of the thing is rendered moot. It doesn't help that the NPCs don't have personalities, so you don't really care if they're infected or not. This makes the blood test item only useful to use on yourself so you can gain trust with your squad members. Anyway, we leave with Pierce and immediately lose him in the snow. What? How the heck did Blake dodge those grenades? Why is this guy throwing grenades? It's not because he thinks Blake's infected, because as soon as Blake talks, he stops. Why is he using grenades? He has a gun. Why waste grenades on one person? And Blake, after seeing 2 team members turn into horrific flesh golems, sees this guy throw grenades at him and isn't the least bit suspicious at all? What the fuck is going on? We take him to another building to try and find a working radio. To get it, we have to kill more thing monsters for this guy because he doesn't trust us. Do that and he gets the door open, but fuck, the radio is broken, because of course it fucking is. This takes us to another building, which is a horde mode level. Yeah, Blake and his goons just teleport here, and it's not even told to you that it's a horde survival mission. The objective still says find a radio. There's a crap ton of ammo, and you can close those doors so that the crawlers can't go through, making it feel more like a chore instead of, you know, trying to survive against a horde of thing monsters. Where did they all come from anyway? I also had bugs on this level where the monsters wouldn't jump into the window, so I couldn't kill them and I had to restart. We make our way to a warehouse and see someone running inside. The door's locked, but luckily there's an observatory and someone runs in there as well. I'm sure this syringe is still sterile. At the top of the observatory, we find Pierce.
Happened.
I'm not going anywhere. It's over.
What?
It got me. I can feel it.
No, you can't. That's not how the thing works. It's so subtle and insidious. It's a silent death that the original person probably doesn't even perceive until everything goes black. And then they're gone, replaced by something wearing their skin. If you can feel it taking over, does that mean everyone else who got infected was just cool with it? My consciousness is currently fading as I'm being assimilated by a hostile alien creature that wants to do the same to my friends. But, I don't need to bring it up. We have to scale this building to get in, which means we have to abandon our squad member. Fuck him, I guess. In the warehouse, we fight our way to a key, which leads to our first boss fight. Like every other enemy, it's not hard. They die really fast. It's also clear that NPCs were not meant to be here because my boy here instantly transforms, like damn. The door somehow leads to an underwater base? What the fuck? Was this here the whole time? We find a document stating that they were experimenting on things here. But according to the wiki, this game takes place only 3 months after the events of the movie. How the hell did they make it an underwater research facility in 3 months? Whatever. We have to find Dr. Faraday for some reason. We find him, and turns out he is John Carpenter. There must have been so much shit on the cutting room floor, because Blake just found out this guy exists. He was experimenting on things that killed several of his colleagues, and he just helps them for no reason. Why? Is it because he's John Carpenter? I mean, he can put down a pretty sick beat. We escape the Subnautica base that starts to self-destruct for some reason, and when we re-enter the warehouse, Commander Whitley is there.
What the hell?
Stand down, soldier. Good to see you, Doctor.
We need to talk.
All in good time. But first, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask for your weapons.
I'm not doing anything until I get some goddamn answers.
You're out of your league here, Blake.
So I guess this isn't my Medal of Honor ceremony, is it?
A little premature. Right now, we need to have you both tested.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm not infected. My men are dying out there. I've seen firsthand what this infection is capable of.
Oh, you have no idea what it can do.
You son of a bitch!
I thought you were smarter than that.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
It's just a tranquilizer, Faraday.
Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
I have a perfect idea.
Jesus, you've done it, haven't you?
There's so much I have to show you. I think you'll be impressed with the results. Pick up Sleeping Beauty and help escort the good doctor. He's had a long day.
I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke. Why is Blake suddenly suspicious of Whitley? Didn't he want to call him for an evac? Why did he drop his gun only to try to charge Whitley? Why is Blake so against getting tested when he knows his word ain't shit? He even says he knows what the infection is capable of. Why does Whitley's tranq gun not shoot anything? And why won't Blake stop raising one eyebrow? What the fuck is going on? We get dragged to the Resident Evil base and Faraday tries to sabotage the Thing experiments. So, get this. A corporation called the Gen Inc. is who owned that underwater base and has been doing experiments on the Thing, calling it the Cloud Virus. That's right, somehow a corporation learned of the Thing, got in cahoots with a military colonel, and made research facilities to weaponize the Thing in 3 months. They just turned the Thing into Resident Evil. Blake is lame Chris Redfield, Whitley is fucking Wesker, and Faraday is fucking dead because he's a dumbass. We wake up in the lab, which has predictably gone to shit. This is actually one of the cooler moments of the game, though, because you have to try and avoid the Thing creatures while you solve puzzles and get a group together. But once you get the guys to trust you, it's just the same old gameplay again. We escape the lab into some sort of warehouse, where we fight masked human soldiers. Not even Thing-enhanced soldiers, they're just normal guys. We fight through to the second boss fight of the game. Second verse, same as the first.
Christ, the whole place is gonna blow.
Blake is just a bad fucking omen, dude. Everyone around him dies in horrific ways. He even ate the medic! We arrive at an airfield and enter a hangar to get C4. Don't tell me how Blake knew where those were. And we use them to blow up some planes to stop Whitley and any other infected from leaving. After going into an air raid, we arrive at another underground secret Gen Inc. facility.
Where's Cohen? I thought he was with you.
No, he went to the medical supply area to pick up more antibiotics.
And you let him go alone? What the hell are you thinking?
Oh, relax. The area's secure.
Secure? Are you crazy? Those things are everywhere.
Then why don't you go find him?
No, I think I'm gonna stay right here.
Back down, Stoles. You don't want this fight.
Screw you! I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, but it ends now!
Yeah, and it ends with you.
Holy shit, something actually interesting. It's not much, but seeing NPCs being distrustful of each other adds to the immersion much more than like the default squad system. Plus, it's giving the player an interesting choice on who they want to trust. Shame it only happens this one time and with people we don't even know. There's also a test kit right next to them so you can immediately tell who's infected or not. So close. A door has a timer for some reason, and Stoll says he can hold the door open for us. This guy storms through a hallway of Thing creatures to blow open the door for us. Don't know why it explodes, but goddamn, Stolz was a fucking badass. Like, he did that before he succumbed to the virus. He has earned the honor of being the only NPC companion's name I know.
Jesus, help me! Look, I can only help you if you get your shit together. Now tell me what you know.
Check out that terminal. I can't figure it out, but maybe it'll make sense to you. we're gonna die here.
Why did the guy do that? I don't even think he's infected. Was the gas chamber there to begin with, or did he have to rig that up? After one final boss fight, we get a key code to an elevator which takes us to the last stretch of the game. And get this, the penultimate level to a game based on John Carpenter's The Thing is shooting generic soldiers.
Game over, Whitley.
I don't think so. I control you.
No, you don't.
Right now, I control every man on this continent.
No, you don't. Several people worked with me willingly.
Your pathetic sabotage of the consignment at the airstrip only delayed the inevitable. There is an evac team on its way to this location. Once I take the chopper, I will begin global infection.
Bora Boras will be released into the atmosphere, ensuring complete global saturation.
Why? No, seriously, why do you want to start a global infection? Is this the Thing, or is it Whitley? Is it a coalescent being? Oh, who gives a fuck? Whitley runs away, and when he gets to a gigantic UFO, he turns into a giant thing monster for some reason. Why did you do that? Wasn't your plan to get on a helicopter and leave? Blake gets on the helicopter that was meant for Whitley and uses the machine gun to kill it. And yeah, killing Whitley takes under 2 minutes. The only thing you do is hold down the shoot button.
Excellent timing there, pilot. Early retirement from Gen Inc.
No, not exactly. On my way back from an extended Arctic vacation.
Uh-huh. So what's your name, smartass?
McCready. R.J. McCready. U.S. Outpost North 31.
Boo! Fuck you! That makes no sense. This game sucks. A splattering of neat ideas doesn't make up for the absolute tedium of playing this. Well, that's it for me. See you next time. Peace.